So for those of you who just came in, thank you for joining me. I'm Anthony from Solopreneur Code, and this is Yana from Unplugged. And then if you all have been following me, I've been coming up with this the first digital dollar project. And then before I go on, we'll let Yana do a bit of introduction. Yana, over to you.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for having me in this amazing project, Anthony. So yes, I am the creator and owner of the Unplugged publication on Substack, and I am writing about growth and sales and strategies for paid subscription and AI and automations. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so for those of you who have been following the in terms of the first digital dollar project is to really for me to look for 20 individuals or entrepreneurs with different path, different offers, different sales, different techniques, different way of different products. And what I want to do is to gather the story of all these 20 solopreneurs and then present it in a very plain and very no cover up way, and to share with everybody, especially my subscribers, that there isn't one single way to make your first digital dollar in the online space. There's countless, infinite ways to do that. And hopefully, by sharing the stories of these 20 solopreneurs, you can gather enough courage to do certain things and then to overcome certain things in your life, and also to help you earn your first digital dollar. Okay, so today we here with me, Yana, and if you are following the pattern, is we will have the post on the Tuesday of every week, and then followed by the live Substack live with the same contributor. So if you haven't read Yana's post on Solopreneur Code, please go in and spend some time reading her post. It was very the journey was like super amazing. Then and of course I read through, and because to prepare for this live with Yana, I also have a few questions that I want to ask you. Right.
Great.
And then so the live is for me to deep dive with the contributor and to fish out certain stories, certain feelings, certain thought processes, certain decision making thoughts that she has in her mind. And then I think this is the one that she didn't write it down, but I'm gonna fish it out all for you guys. Okay, so all right. So, but before that, you want to tell us a bit about the story that you wrote in the post? Yeah.
Yes, I will. Yes. So I started my online journey in 2024. It was in January. That was my New Year resolution kind of thing. So I decided to take my online writing seriously as a business and start actually making money out of it. Before that, I was testing and learning and trying to more like understand how are things going and how are done. But then that was the moment that I decided, okay, I go all in on this, and I want to make it a business, and I want to build something of my own that feels more like me. Um, but I chose the wrong platform. I chose Medium for that. and
The platform that doesn't have a very clear monetization feature. Oh, what happened here? All right. So let me add back Yana. Hi Sasha. Hi everybody. Glad that you can join me. Let me add back Yana. She dropped out. Technology. And I'm texting her now. All right. So um welcome back.
Murphy's Law.
Yes.
But
But
I don't know.
but no matter what, we will push through. And to celebrate your return, now we have 22 packs already.
Yes. Awesome.
Okay,
Awesome. Thank you so much for,
so
yeah.
so we were at the medium, right?
And
So
yes.
and I think I said something wrong. That's why you got kicked out,
No.
right?
I
So so let's continue. So you choose medium, then what happened after
probably,
that?
yeah, probably because I said that I chose the wrong platform, and then
Yeah,
you got this.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Um, yes. So yeah, so Medium, as you said, so Medium doesn't have a very clear monetization mechanism. And back then, I knew about Substack, but I was convinced that I will have to bring my own subscribers to Substack. I didn't know about Note, or I think it wasn't even launched back then yet.
No, it wasn't launched.
So
It's too early already.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I decided to focus on Medium and try to build some subscribers. And basically, everything that I had as a product portfolio was a few freebies on Gumroad. That's what I built. That was
Okay.
everything, which were making me no money. Basically, it's just I was trying to collect only the emails without any monetization further. So no, nothing happens after somebody gets the freebie, which is against all laws of monetization. But yeah, I knew that's how it is. I was just focused on getting the emails. And then Medium changed, and I decided to move to Substack and actually give it a try. And then I learned about notes. That happened. I think that happened in the summer of 2024.
Mm.
Um, and I had a few subscribers. So I had about 60 subscribers from Medium already. So that's for about 6 months. I managed to collect about 60 subscribers, which was really um, amazing for me. And I imported them on Substack, and those are people who are really my fans. Basically, they were so active on my on basically every post that I posted on Medium. So I imported them on Substack. I repurposed some of my articles on Medium, which I decided are my best articles, and I didn't have any clue about what would I do with this Substack and what's free, what should be free, what should be paid, how do I combine it with Medium, because for Medium, even though your article is behind the paywall, it's still people are paying just one subscription and they read the entire content on Medium, which is for me it equals free basically, because yeah. um, and I couldn't really figure it out, so I just decided to enable paywall, and started like continue writing similar things what I was writing on Medium and see what happens. And the moment I did that, that very same moment when I enabled paid subscription, then I imported my subscribers, and I got 3 upgrades immediately, like immediately. and and that was my first digital dollar moment. And I got really scared because I was like, okay, wow. I was like, so those are 3 real people who are now paying me, and that those are upgrades for annual subscription. So I was selling at $36 annual subscription. And I said, okay, those 3 people are actually paying me for just because they trusted me from Medium. They believed in me. They knew that I don't really have anything specific to deliver, but they trusted that I will deliver in the next 1 year. And that was scary. That
Yeah.
was really scary because uh, it
This one is very interesting. So when the 3% become a paid subscriber, right?
yeah.
What was the in your mind, right? If you can recall, what was the first thing you say? Okay, I must do this. What was the first thing?
Yes. So the first thing was really I got really scared because it was a moment of when I realized that I am now responsible to deliver for those people, and it's not my regular. It should not be my regular writing on Medium, even though they upgraded because of that writing. because they learned already a lot from me. I felt I kind of felt different about what I deliver on Substack because it's more personal, and they expected me to deliver something to their inboxes. It was much more direct and much more personal and much real relationship with real human than what I felt on Medium. Um, so so I I really um, uh, I immediately realized that I have to build my strategy, and I have um, to craft a solid strategy for monetization so that I managed to deliver on those expectations. And I started asking them, what would you expect from my Substack? What would you need more on top of what I already have on Medium? And people answered me actually.
Mm.
Um, People answered me, and and the answers were so scattered. I didn't, I couldn't really craft a strategy out of this. I remember one person told me that they would really want to understand better how to publish on Amazon, KDP, and how to be successful on Amazon, which was nothing. I mean, I had
Yeah,
experience, but I just had only one
not within
article.
your expertise.
Yes, yes. Uh, so I was like, okay, no, okay, okay. But I did also had, when somebody upgrades and they leave you those notes, like,
Yes,
why
yes,
did you upgrade? And
yeah.
and I think, I think most, I think all of those three people they left me something as a note, and what I remember it was like something like, I trust that I will learn a lot more from you. I learned already a lot from you, and I trust that I will learn much more in the next 1 year.
Mm.
And that was the scary moment.
Yeah, because when I read your post, obviously, so the moment I was like also thinking, wow, okay, but you haven't even decided what you want to write about in
Yes,
Substack yet.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
how does the journey converge you into deciding eventually to write about how to grow on Substack?
Yes, because what I was writing on Medium was I was documenting my growth on Medium,
Yeah,
um, and I was also
which was vastly very different from what you are writing on Substack.
very very different.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah,
And I was also writing every now and then about AI and automations and
yeah,
analysis. And that was my real passion. I wanted to monetize this. But this content did really go viral on Medium, but I noticed that it's not really bringing me a lot of money because the quality is low. So whenever you have a viral moment, the audience quality decreases,
yeah, correct.
which is, I guess, normal. I made a lot of analysis every time the analysis confirmed exactly this. So the average return or average earning on Medium from a regular post, which is not viral but with high engagement, is much higher, like double, triple the average earning from a viral post.
Mm,
Um, yeah. Um, so then back then I didn't know what really to write about on Substack. So I decided to continue doing the same, but to document my journey on Substack. Not so much
mm,
about me because Medium is not no more relevant. Um, Although I did have some, I think 2 or 3 articles on Substack about Medium because they were really more of my analysis of what's happening on Medium and some discoveries that I made. And I had few people help me analyze and discover some things, which
mm.
when I published this on Medium, I see Philanthropy here. He was one of my partners in crime back then. I
I've
think.
been.
So and when I publish on Medium and uh, they um, what was the word? So they unpublished my article. They marked it as a violation of their
Oh, really?
policies. Yes, and they
Oh,
sent me an email. Um, in which email they said that if I don't edit this article, they are going to ban my account, and that
oh my.
decision will be like irreversible. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. So
Yeah.
so so
It's like, okay, that's it. I don't want to.
yeah, that only motivated me to go even more to be even more active on Substack. And those two articles I published on Substack and linked my Medium article, the edited Medium
Yeah.
article, towards the full version, like the real version on Substack. And people were good really curious. I got a
Mm,
lot of reads on Substack about this.
mm,
That was pretty much all. And then I started documenting my journey on Substack, and I was still writing about AI automations, but I
mm,
saw that a lot of people were starting to ask me about how am I growing on Substack? Why do I get so many paid subscribers? And it was all about trust. It was trust. It's really about trust. It's a personal connection. But then I realized also that it's also about my business background and my expertise and who I am actually.
mm,
Because this is what I was doing my whole life in my 9 to 5 job. I was selling, like building products on subscription and selling them to consumers
mm,
and businesses, and also digital advertising services also on subscription. So everything on subscription. So I understood subscription psychology really well. And I just applied what I knew on Substack, even though it was very raw and unfinished and not my strategy for me was very blurry. But obviously for some people it was very
mm.
clear enough for them to upgrade. So
Yeah, because I also want to share the first time I know about you was because I wanted to get the 10-day email sequence about
yes,
Substack.
exactly. Yes, yes, yes. My
Yeah,
previous.
so uh that's how I become your fan.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Thank you. By the way, that sequence helped me convert a lot. I think more than 100 subscribers already automatically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I think back then, um, when I joined Substack in April 2024, so I joined in 2024. I mean, eh, Substack is still quite unknown
Yeah.
around the world at that point of time. I mean, of course, there's a few of you, Christina,
Yeah.
Veronica, Yana, David, the few of you lah. So I basically just out follow all of you.
Yes. Yeah, that's what most people do actually, because each one of us talking about growth on Substack has a different approach and different
Yes,
uniqueness.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So in your post, this one also very interesting, which I want to dig a bit out from you. You say you changed your about page more than 10 times.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So immediately now, what do you think is one number one tip for a very, very effective about page?
What I'm gonna say right now, I think most people are not gonna like. And right now, I'm, I'm sure
That's
of
a
it.
very good disclaimer.
Okay. Or if they say that they like it, it's gonna be a lie. Or
Okay. Oh my God.
or,
Okay.
or it's gonna be just because they don't realize that they don't like it yet because they never done it.
Okay. Good. Tell us.
It sells. You have to sell. Um, you have to you have to use every step of the subscriber journey, and the about page is a big part of it, to sell your paid subscription. And I have done tests, and that's why I changed my about page so many times, because I also didn't feel comfortable to make the pitch so often and so directly, and so like I was saturating my content with call to actions, giving them reasons why they should upgrade, giving them. Back then, I didn't have any testimonials, but I collected all of my positive comments from Medium. I was
Mm,
collecting. I had that understanding because I knew that at some point I'm gonna need some testimonials or some references. So I was collecting those, and I used them as feedback from my audience. I didn't say they are testimonials or recommendations on anything like that, but this also worked. So I used everything that I know about how sales work in my
mm,
content already. And that is something that works really well. And I changed it several times because I said, okay, that's too salesy. It doesn't have to be. I want people to know about me and my publication, but it doesn't have to sell. That about page it doesn't have to be too salesy. And then I changed that, and also my welcome emails. And then I changed that to be just more like a informative with a very subtle CTA, just just so that I know it exists, but it
Mm.
doesn't. Nobody really notices, which is what the majority of the people are doing. It doesn't sell.
Yeah.
So
So
like
it
you
has to
have
be
to
like,
sell. Yes,
"Ugh."
yes, but no, there is a way to do it so that it's comfortable to you. It's not so salesy. It's not direct. It's not. People love buying. What they don't, what they hate is being sold to.
Mm,
And chicken made them buy in a very different way. There are so many ways you can do that. And what I already knew from my corporate job, because we have something like sales academy for salespeople, and we go really deep in sales psychology. When you have to sell subscription, it's not about the sale. It's also about keeping them paying for as long as possible. So so already knew that it's not about, it's you have to show the person who is a potential customer what's in it for me. So what's in
mm,
it for them? What do they get? How are they going to? Why should they give you the money? It's not about buy my product.
mm.
That's that's gross.
Yeah.
And that's why I said most people will hate what I say. That they're not gonna like it, because most people, when they hear sales, they imagine something like that. Buy
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
product.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell.
Coincidentally,
Yeah.
today someone I was commenting about, because I also have my tiny little
Yeah.
feedback in my chat. I always have chat and then I open it up. So whenever people put, I told them you can put in your Substack post, I will read and then I'll comment on it. So there's this particular person, he asked me, how often should I put my CTA in my post? Then my reply is, you should put it so much
Exactly.
as much as possible, okay, until someone throw an egg at you.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
So
I
if
know you're.
nobody, so if
Yeah.
nobody throw the egg at you, just keep posting and keep writing.
Yes. 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 You also use the same approach. Actually, I saw in your content,
Yeah,
and it's worth.
I, I think it's also I heard someone say this before. He say you need to condition. We need all of us need to condition our readers um
Yes.
to be familiar with you selling, because you
Yeah.
cannot say, oh, I'm too scared to sell, and then once in a blue moon you start selling, then they see something, it becomes too, they are not used to it, right? So it's
Yes.
again, it's the conditioning, behavioral psychology. Yes, I think it is also, once they get used to it, to them it is okay. That's what I think.
Exactly. And also they start looking forward to your offers.
Yeah,
If you do it right, they start looking forward to what's new, and buyers are going to buy again. And that's how you make money. Actually, it's not only for online or for subscriptions or whatever. It's psychology of buying, and people love to spend their money. So it's called shopping therapy for a reason.
yeah.
It
and
keeps
and,
on.
and, and you're right, buyers will be buyers,
Yeah.
right? The non-buyers will, it doesn't matter what you sell them, they won't
Yes.
buy.
Yes, they will always complain, by the way. And because of that, because when you start selling, some non-buyers will start complaining, some of them, like few of them. And they're gonna
Yeah,
come back to you and they say, I am unsubscribing, I
yeah,
hate and so on and so on. And then you got even more scared, you say,
yeah.
okay,
Then you're
okay,
like, oh, oh no.
I'm gonna lose my subscribers, I have to stop. You're gonna lose non-buyers, and that's okay. That's even better for you.
Yes, 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 yes. And then it helps to boost up our ratings and numbers as well.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for sharing. I think the about page is something quite a lot of people in Substack, they are not, they just leave it as it is. The
Yes.
short,
Okay.
boring version
Yes,
about
yes.
then stay in contact. Yeah, so I think the about page is very important.
Yeah.
Since we are at that page, what else? What other? I see that your landing page is always full of very a lot of tabs on top.
I
What's the
have
next most important tab that you think
a few things I
we
would
should?
say. So yeah, you have to. So I have a start here page, which is the same as my about page. So that's why I don't have my about page on the navigation bar.
Mm,
But you have to have either start here or about or something that gives your readers a guidance like what to do next and what
yeah.
is this newsletter all about. And then what are their benefits, and you have to find a way how to showcase your best content. And in my case, I have something which I call like content pillars, and I try to pin those to have them on my navigation bar, all of them, so that people can easily find them. That is my Substack quest, and that is my lead magnet, my 10-day course, which you discovered
Yes.
me through it, and that is. I have a free masterclass. That is something that I also have there, and that is my right to sell column, which is only for paid subscribers, dedicated for paid subscribers. That's one of the major subscriber benefits that I have. I
Mm.
don't have my AIs, my GPTs. Obviously, that's a huge miss. So that's something that I'm gonna add. um,
Okay, see, thank you. You
yes,
can
yes.
thank me later.
Yes, thank you for that. And I just recently added my VIP club, which is something that I created for my founding members, a special
Ah,
place,
okay.
a space where we just started a monthly
Oh,
meetings.
so you actually you added another segregation between your founding members and your paid members,
Yes,
is it?
yes.
Oh, okay. What's the difference?
Uh,
You
mm,
share? I let you sell.
yeah, thank you. I do that all the time, right? It's a, it's it's just yeah. So yeah, my founding members, they're getting everything in the paid subscription, so all my courses, content, tools, everything, but they also get access to me, so I work with them one on one. I have
Ah,
meetings directly with them. I review their publication. I create a video recording in Loom for that, and I give them personalized recommendations about how to change it, and I walk through the entire subscriber journey as a free subscriber, and in the beginning also as from the point of view of a non-subscriber, and that's really valuable to them. At least that's what I get as a feedback, because usually you look at your publication from your eyes and your point of view, and you don't really try um to make that switch and try to look to walk in your subscribers' shoes actually, and
mm,
to look from
mm.
their point of view, how do they see it. And that's something that I do in my it's also a skill that I got from my 9 to 5 job. So I'm obsessed with customer journey. And that's
Okay. Yeah.
and
So
that's
guys, remember
yeah,
thinking through the customer journey
yeah,
of them being from a non-subscriber to a free subscriber to a paid subscriber and ultimately a VIP founding
yeah,
member. I
yeah.
think that's very important. Okay, so I have a few more questions. They are quite interesting as well. There is one moment that you say you mentioned about building systems like you do in your corporate 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Uh, what specific systems are those?
Yeah, so you have to have some kind of a workflow that fits within your schedule so that you make sure that you deliver, because you have to continuously deliver new content, and that's also valid with any type of subscription. So you have to make it a necessity so that people don't stop paying. And so once they buy, it's not only to make them buy, but you also how to make them stay.
Mm,
That's the name of the game of subscriptions. So
yes.
really important to have such kind of a workflow. That's valid for all types of content online, by the way. So in order to keep your audience engaged, you have to deliver. Otherwise, they forget about you and they move on. It's
Mm,
similar with subscription. The difference is that you get money. That's out
yeah.
of it. And yeah, so my system. is very much built around AIs and automations, so that I automate everything that can be automated, and I deliver my content, especially for paid subscribers. So my notes, I really try to make it high quality and manually, even though I create a lot with AI, I have a lot of GPTs, like custom GPTs. I call them my minions. But I always edit after them, and I use them to give me a structure, and then I walk through and infuse it with my stories and my results, some screenshots that I have, and also, I before I start writing, I also give them a lot of context. So pretty much it's everything basically me. I use them to just type faster instead of me. the
Good
they
idea.
Yeah, and I use
You also have you also do automation. Do you use Make or NAN?
I use Make.
Yeah.
N8N is something that's on my list because I know
Okay.
it's a little bit more advanced and a bit more
Mm,
technical.
mm.
But I also have such technical background, so it's not a problem for me. I just haven't reached the limitations on Make yet, I guess, to move to N8N, but it's on my list definitely.
Yeah. So you typically use Make to automate like most of your
Yeah, yeah.
workflows.
Yes, yes. I use Make to import subscribers. So I use Kit automations to deliver,
Mm.
and to nurture and also upgrade to paid subscription. I
Okay.
use
So this one is interesting. Do you do a direct uh uh that means when someone subscribe to Substack, do you immediately load them into Kit and then
Yeah,
run through a separate email
exactly.
flow?
Yeah, I
Ah, okay.
I do that exactly, and it's how it helps me convert so that I don't have to sell. At least, so once I implemented this automation, I didn't have to think about how to promote my paid subscription, how to what type of initiatives to create, because you have to sell continuously. So you have to deliver content, but then you also have to sell. And that
Mm,
second part I wanted to automate, and that's what I did in Kit. And it's
mm.
working really well.
How
It's
how
where
many how many email workflows? How many emails for your Kit for the first subscribers? This one is my personal question.
Yes, I think it's very curious, and then would be really interesting for the majority of people, especially if you're focused on growth on your newsletter. Just recently, I attended a masterclass from the great masterminds of newsletters builders, and they shared some statistics. I think it's from Beehive. I have to check the report, but they
Mm.
shared that only less than 10% of the creators are using automations workflows
Oh, that's so little.
for the welcome sequence. Yes, and that's a huge
Yeah.
opportunity cost for me because I created. So right now I have 4,078 paid subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. So
Mm,
and I analyzed all of them. I do a lot of analysis continuously, and I what I found is that 20% are buying on the spot, like immediately. It
mm.
means for me 20% is great, and it means that already I have good messaging. So my subscriber flow is oriented to conversion and to upgrade. So kind of it's working. And then another I think around 50%. So roughly in total 70% are upgrading in the first 1 month. So if you
Mm.
don't do anything within that month, that first month, if you only deliver whatever you're delivering in
Mm.
your
Then they'll
Substack,
forget about you.
they are not going to upgrade. You're missing that window, and that's really important window. And then up to 90% are upgrading within the 3 months.
Mm.
Then that's what's written in the big books of marketing. So it's 3 months.
Okay.
Which
So guys, 3 months to make the difference.
Yes, yes. For me, it's 1 month. But maybe I also think maybe in my case, it's the majority of them went within 1 month just because of my automation. So because my emails are roughly
You spread
somewhere.
how long?
It's 10 days nurturing, delivering value, majority with very little subtle upsell, just one CTA at the end.
Mm,
Uh, and then it follows with one follow-up email just asking them for feedback for my course, and then it goes to another 10 days of sales, so asking them to upgrade to my paid subscription very directly and openly, and communicating what's the value inside of it and why should they do and what are other people saying. And then I have built a very tight structure of those emails based on my very extensive research, and it's working really, really well. Those are 10 types of emails that are designed to convert from different angles. And after that, I have a 5-day follow up sequence for those who have clicked but didn't upgrade.
mm,
And
mm,
that's around 5 days. So that's why I think, because I fill up the entire 1 month after subscription. So I think
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah. So all this is done over at Kit, right? Because
In Kit, yeah.
unfortunately, Substack doesn't have email workflow yet. Okay.
Yeah, they
I
do. So they do. It's called drip campaigns, and it's only for bestsellers.
yes.
And it's
And I
but
know
it's very
you're using it. I know you're using it. I saw your post. I saw your notes.
yeah, yes, yes. But it's very limited. It's those drip campaigns, so you cannot tag subscribers. You cannot,
Okay, so
like,
you
for
cannot
example,
personalize.
yes, for example,
Yeah.
in Kit, I send them the emails. I ask them to upgrade, and if somebody upgrades, I immediately remove them from the automation, which
Yes.
is something you cannot do on Substack, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. So Substack, their in-house, the inbuilt workflow still has
Yes,
a
yes.
bit of
In
work
Kit,
to do.
yeah, in Kit, I can use tags to split the workflows. Like, for example, if I want to build something like they clicked but didn't buy, I cannot do that on Substack.
Yeah, and then in Substack you can remove them from the list so that they don't receive the rest of the
Yeah,
emails,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
okay. Hopefully they can improve a lot more and open up to the non-bestseller like me.
They will. So I gave them this feedback. They said that it's interesting and they appreciate it, because they always ask us, whenever they launch something new, they ask bestsellers for feedback, and we give a lot of feedback. And they said that they're going to keep in mind. I'm not sure what that means, but
Yeah.
yes, I did. What I know from them is that these drip campaigns are designed to eventually in the long term replace the welcome emails. So it's going to be
Mm,
enabled to all creators. I'm sure of that. I'm not sure when, actually.
okay. So hopefully they
Yeah.
can open up. Okay. So now going back to your journey,
Yeah.
um, I have another question which is very abstract. So I now want to send you back to the past, send you back to the day you saw the $108,
Yeah.
and then what will you tell that Yana who just earned her first $108? What will you want to tell her?
That's
Any
a great question. um, what I would, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe to calm down. That everything is it's gonna be okay. You're gonna figure it out. Just don't stress too much. I dedicated my entire vacation. I remember I was on the seaside. I was lying on
okay,
the beach. I was typing a note on Substack, and it was my birthday. Yeah, so
okay.
uh, I was,
So many
I
things happen at one go.
yes, and I was thinking about my strategy on Substack. How should I position this newsletter so that I make money, and it's not contradicting with whatever I was doing on Medium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then just pop up 108.
Yeah, yes. At the beginning, I didn't even get notifications. I didn't know where those notifications arrive. So I just opened my dashboard because I look at stats like crazy, and and I saw some money there, and I was like, "What? Is that correct?" So three people. I go, okay, okay.
Oh no. Okay, so
Then,
your what you want to tell your past self is calm down. It's going to be all right.
yes,
Okay, that's
yes,
a good one.
yes,
I thought you were going to say quickly just write about how to grow on Substack.
yes. That would be a shortcut, yes. So I would probably spare myself some friction and frustration.
But that was how long? How long between you receiving the 108 until you say, okay, I know I want to write about Substack growth? How long was it,
2 months,
roughly?
I think. So I started in June, and I
Mm.
went all in. I was ready with my strategy, and I launched in September 1st. On
Oh,
September. Yes.
wow. So you actually took like 2 to 3 months
Yeah, 2.5
to
roughly. Yes,
yeah
yes,
to fix this. So that
yes.
3 months
Yeah,
must be
but the
really really.
first 2 months were more like, okay, I'm gonna post something, I see what happens, I'll try notes, blah blah blah, and things like that. I would just just checking. But I went really into this in August because and I knew I had to deliver to those people who gave me those money, and then because after those 3 subscribers, I was getting few paid subscribers every month, and then
Mm,
I started being more active in August, I think.
mm,
Um, and just in August, I got 10 new paid subscribers, and by September 1st, I got about 20 roughly
mm,
paid subscribers, and that meant something for me. So I said,
yeah,
obviously, okay, there is something. I have to
you
go
have to
all
come
in.
up with something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. So I have one last burning question for someone listening right now who haven't enabled their subscription,
Mm,
right? Because in the post you say
yeah,
one of your advice is just enable, right? Okay.
immediately.
So yeah. So what's the one fear you think that they should overcome? Because a lot of people they were very afraid to turn on their paid subscription.
I think the biggest fear that people have on Substack and why they avoid paid subscription is that they're gonna lose subscribers when they start paywalling,
Mm,
which is not true if you do it right. If you
mm,
if your content is already connected to whatever you want to sell in your paid subscription, probably some will unsubscribe, but those are the non-buyers, and you don't need them anyways.
mm,
So, I think that's the biggest fear. And there's also something that I want to mention here. There's in the beginning when I started on Substack, it felt like two camps. One camp was talking about you have to use Substack as a free
yeah, yeah,
newsletter,
yeah.
your growth faster, blah blah blah, and so on and so on. And
I
then there's
remember I was in that. I was in that. I was
yes,
looking at the two camps.
yes,
I remember that.
yes, and then
And
there's
then there
another.
was you remember the notes are full of the notes
Yeah,
are all full of say we must not enable pay, we must
yeah, yeah,
do
yeah.
this. And then the other side say, no, you must enable pay as soon as possible.
Yes, exactly. And there's the other camp like me who said that enable immediately, which is also what Substack says, by the way. But now I see those very same people who were preaching against, talking against paid subscription so much. So right now they are enabling their paid subscription. then, and then one person enabled paid subscription, another person didn't enable paid subscription, but built a tool on subscription. So they obviously see the value of subscription. I
Yep.
think the subscription revenue is the future of the creator business. I think the
Mm,
info products and digital products had their time. They still are something to use, of course, but with AI, eventually they will become irrelevant. I think what we are going to monetize in the future is the connection between us and our audiences and our buyers and the access to ourselves as creators.
yes.
Uh,
I,
and the
I
subscription.
think I think what you rightfully say is the part whereby the connection between you and
Mhm.
your subscribers.
Yes.
Of course, I mean, depending on the topic that you write about, your niche and your target audience, that connection is different, right? So I think it's for everybody to really look at what they write, look at what they have to offer, look at what they uh, who their target audience is, and then find that connection, which is very different from you, very different from mine. Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think that's the very important part,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's
So,
why
so
to be who you are in your writing, just not stop polishing. Just be
yeah,
who you. Yeah.
correct. So I also for me, I'm a person that does everything. I also have subscription and I also sell my digital products. I don't see why someone must stick to one. And in fact, that's how you know me. I think I remember how you know me is when I posted my
Yes.
Gumroad notification.
Yeah. Of your Gumroad. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, then then you text me and then we exchange. Then after that, we went to live last
Yeah.
year in April. So that was, and I told you right, that was my maiden life.
Yeah.
My maiden life was with you.
Yes. True.
Okay,
It
all
was
right.
an
So
amazing life about your.
yeah, so
Yeah.
but thank you so much for making time. Like I promised, it has to be within 1 hour. So, but
Yeah.
before we end the live, any advice for
Yes.
the 46 viewers who are with us?
Yes. I maybe a few words before that. I would like to answer Mary's question about
Oh
do I
yes.
yeah she asks do I segment with tags. I
Uh,
I use tags, yes, and tags have different functions, like many different functions on Substack. I use them to organize my content on the navigation bar, and I know that they have a role in search engine optimization as well, and also in Substack search engine optimization as well. So I would really highly recommend to use tags also as keywords. So if you know that there is a keyword which is in high demand, then use it as a tag. That's
mm,
that's important. But I didn't. So I know people are talking. Some people are talking a lot about those tags. I didn't really find any um, growth increase or bumps in my subscribers just because of tags. I cannot correlate. I do a lot of analysis. I haven't found any connection there. But I see if Finn Tropy is still here, maybe he can do something. He's a great data. He's a genius. He's data genius.
yeah, he's a data person. I know.
Yeah, so maybe he can do something about tax, some kind of an analysis.
But
I have,
I personally I also think that text doesn't have any significant effect on
yeah,
the outcome, right? I
yeah,
For most of us we use text simply because then we
yeah.
can categorize them properly.
Just because they are there. Yes, yes,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I before I remember I reorganized my text mid last year. Prior to that, my text is like all over the place. It's so messy.
yeah, yeah. It's true. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so Finn is here. Thank you, Finn, for for still being here. He's asking, can you talk about your analytics more? Of course. So I divide my analysis um, in two time frames, in two periods. That was before I met Finn and after I met Finn. So, because um, so before I met Finn, I was extracting manually and I was doing a lot of analysis with AI. So I extract all of my data and put it in ChatGPT. And right now I'm also using Quote and Cursor as well. And I learned that from Finn. to analyze my engagement metrics and give me some insights about how to write better. My first analysis, I always publish those analyses. My first analysis was on Medium about my Medium articles. That's how I found that I earn less on viral posts compared to standard high engagement posts on Medium. And this was also the same pattern. I saw the same pattern on Substack. Then my second analysis was really deep on notes, and that post I posted this post on Substack, and it went super viral. I think that was my first viral post actually, and
Mm,
it brought a lot of subscribers and few thousands of dollars in revenue because I added a lot of links to my paid subscription, to one of my courses, and so on. And now I got really advanced because of a solution that Finn just created. I don't know if I can say this, Finn. So he said to not really promote this yet. It's not ready, so don't talk about it. But it's called RightStack. He has a publication.
yep.
Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not RightStack. So sorry, that's Oral's.
Something else.
Oral, free promotion to Oral. So it's called Stack Contacts. It's the contacts, and it's a solution from Finn. He has a publication about it, and it's okay. It's okay to mention. Okay, and it's a tool with which pulls all of your its price. It's pure gold, I can tell you. So it pulls all of my engagement data, all of my subscribers, all of my sales from Gumroad, Substack, Kit as well, and it brings it into a table, and it creates an MCP server. So it gets a little bit technical here, but it's something that you could connect this database. You can connect automatically to your AI like Claude or Cursor, and it works on desktop. Hopefully ChatGPT also enables this, and then you can start talking to AI, and the analysis. So the sky is the limit with this, because
Mm,
you now can analyze the patterns of upgrades. That's how I found that the majority of my subscribers, when they upgraded, you could correlate engagement before upgrades and also before churn. You could analyze sales on Gumroad and create and correlate them to the behavior of your subscribers on Substack and so on. It's an amazing tool. It is. So yeah, back to your question, Anthony, if I have to say anything and give a one final advice to anyone who is here, 46 people, that is to look at your data. That's another thing. I know that's another thing that most people hate to do. It's boring. But all of the answers that you might have about growth is there.
mm,
You will find answers there
yeah.
if
You
you
want to
just.
help them. You want to help them by giving them, because there's a lot of data, and then people get scared when they see it, right? So what's
Yeah.
the immediate first data they can look at, that they can immediately gain some
What you
understanding,
can
sense
easily
making?
do, yeah, what you can easily do even without AI and so complex
Yeah.
tools and the stuff, is just to simply export your subscribers from Substack and import it to ChatGPT. It's very easy. Just import the file and start talking to the AI.
Mm,
What you learn is really amazing.
mm.
But make sure that you ask the right questions. So, for example, how what are do you see any patterns between engaged and non-engaged subscribers? Um, Maybe any patterns about upgrades, because in Substack data you have a lot of data already, so
Yes.
you can
Under the
learn more.
growth stats, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and also the growth stats. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I remember my the first time I used AI to gather some data is to help me determine what timing should I publish my post. So
So yeah,
I download all my subscribers, then I put inside ChatGPT. I ask ChatGPT, based on all the countries and all the stats that you have, tell
yeah.
me what timing for me to post that has the best engagement level. and then I get
Yeah.
some answer. That was also. So I
Yeah.
think what Yana and I, especially what Yana has been teaching is, yeah, instead of using feelings to run your Substack, use data, because data is something that is more concrete, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then she has been saying, don't be afraid of exploring how to make use of data.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So everybody, I think we have come to the end of the live. Remember, every week, um, Tuesday, there will be someone posting their story, and then towards the end of the week, like today, we will go on live with that person. Next week, there will be another person. But for today's live, this session, I promise you, it will be out within the next 12 hours. But before that, I need to go and sleep already. Okay, it's 2 a.m. here.
Yes, please
All
go
right.
to get
But
some sleep.
thank you, Yana, for coming live with me for the second time. It is a pleasure talking to you all the time. I
Oh, yeah.
love talking to you.
Me too.
I hope that we can go on live again. Maybe next
For
time
sure.
when you are pushing out Finn's product, we can go on live again. I would love to try out Finn's product also. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
If not, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. I will see you around. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you,
Bye.
Yana. Thank you, Yana.
Thank you too. Bye.